today, sir? Why are you here today?
I'm here to support workers all across the state and all across the world that are striking today. We're saying that millions of men and women have this job. They're trapped in places like this, but they can barely provide for their own family. These are multi-billion-dollar companies that need support. They give a little bit back to the workers. The fact is that raising the wage for this individual would be the most stimulative thing that you can do for the economy.
Do you think this will affect the upcoming electoral races?
Potentially, raising awareness on this makes certain people that might not want to take a stand on it have to take a stand on it. They will be asked by their constituents, what is the impact that this is going to have on electoral races? If somebody's asked, what is your position on it? If somebody's saying, you want to represent me, what is your position on me as a worker, a minimum wage worker? If that person doesn't want to stand up for those workers, then they might have an electoral impact on that.
So, let me expand on that. Do you think this will affect kind of like the primaries of the Independent Democratic Caucus?
Potentially it does. Unfortunately, what we have right now in the Senate is a Republican-led coalition. It's a coalition that empowers Republicans to hold up legislation, and the minimum wage increase that we got a couple of years ago is a perfect example. It's the best and at the same time worst example of what a Republican-led coalition gets you. We didn't raise the minimum wage to $9. We raised it at $9 over 3 years' time. Right now it's only $8, and that only happened on the 1st of January of this year. Second, it doesn't include sick workers. Third, it is not indexed, so you're going to have to come back and fight this battle again in a few years. And they created a perverse incentive for employers, large employers, to get tax breaks for employing 18 to 20-year-olds. When the fact is that when you look at the population here, minimum wage workers are not just pimple-faced teenagers.
It's like 80% who are people who...
They're men and women who are trying to provide for their families. It's not a summer job for them. So we want to make sure that they can actually provide for their
Do you
families.
think this is the next civil rights issue?
It's certainly one that we need to fight for. Because these are basic rights of these workers to be able to provide for their families. And he's saying we don't push the companies to give more. That these battles are necessary to make sure these companies they actually put up to provide for their workers.
Thank you, sir.